Good morning, Antonio and students. Today is Thursday, the 23rd October 2025. It is 12:12 p.m. and I have just started our 12 o'clock class recording for Tuesday and Thursday group. But however, this recording is going to be provided to all groups in the all groups list, playlist, sorry. And this is the week, this is this is class 2 of our special week. We had class 1 for everybody on Monday and class 2 for everybody on today, Thursday. Said that on Monday, all groups revised. Sorry. All groups revised questions. Sorry, revised not. We broke down questions 1 to 10. Everybody had the opportunity to train. We were building special vocabulary lists for the pictures so that the students can train. And the lists are complete until test number 3 of the classes channel because we are ending practices today. So tomorrow, when I write the update of this week, all these lists will be added to the document. Okay? And students, when you watch it, when you watch the recording and you realize that the lists are here, try to resist the temptation. Don't read them beforehand so that you can maybe check if you knew those words or not. All right. Then, important for next week. Next week is our last week of classes, but our course doesn't finish until everybody has completed all the exams on platform and did their oral exam with me. So the plan for next week is that everybody comes to class 1 and 2 normally. Classes are back to normal, 4 classes a day. If you never came to class and you want to join the class just for 15 minutes so that you have an opportunity to train a speaking test before the test you're going to have to do to complete your academic file non-class life, you are more than welcome to do so. You can join. You can tell me, Lucy, I just have 15 minutes. Can I train? So you train and you leave. That's fine. And my lovely students that came to class every single day since the beginning of the course, for example, Antonio and all the others that could not come today. Wednesday would be our last day together. And I am organizing a celebration. Okay, it's impossible to to hold a celebration, a virtual celebration, but I had an idea that everybody could share a song in their mother language or in their favorite language. So I am creating lists of favorite songs. You are going to explain the song before or after we play the video clip of that. So you can look for the video clip or the lyrics, or you can organize whatever. It's like doing a review of your favorite song, let's say this way. It should be a song that means something for you, okay?
In
And I
English,
would
no?
like in one in your language, in your favorite language, and one in English.
Okay.
Okay? So you can do your thing that I have my favorite song in Catalan.
Ah,
And I have one favorite song in Spanish as well, but my favorite song in Spanish is not a song. It is, well, it is a song, but it is from an advertisement. And I will play it because every time I play the song, I cry. It is very beautiful. It's so emotional, and I identify with the song, and I think that everybody can identify with that song. It is precious. I think you're gonna love it. And my intention is make people cry. That's my intention. Well, happy tears, of course. And I have one in Spanish, I have one in Catalan, and I have one in English. And I have even one in Portuguese, but that would be too much. So I would just place them. I would just place the links in the document. And according to the students, if they feel like, they can choose whatever they want. We can watch all videos if they want. It depends on the group. But this is like the mini celebration we have for our course, and to relax a bit from all the effort you made coming to classes. All right. So Antonio, you can think about one or two songs in your mother language and one in English. And you
Okay.
can do the review of that song before or after you play the video clip in class.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And that's it. And of course, that would be for the last class. And in class one, everybody will be invited to train and perform the whole exam. And that's when I will be very hard on the students. Please don't hate me, but I need to be hard on you so that you have the best information to improve your performances. All right. Then let's go with the breakdown for question 11. Here, question 11. Can you read for us, please?
Yes. Question 11. In this part of the test, you will be asked to give your opinion on a topic. The more structured and organized your answer as if it were a mini oral essay, the more your examiner will realize your high level. You should take advantage of this moment to show how able you are to join high grammar. C1 structures such as double comparisons and inversions, structure, intro, body, and conclusion, organization, including a who, the key point, and the thesis statement, and wide range of vocabulary. Avoid hesitation. If you need to think, remain silent instead of saying etc. Useful sentences. That's a very good question. Wow, I have never thought about it.
Just give
Uh,
me a second,
only
please.
only in the beginning if needed.
Thank you. Right. So these useful sentences here, useful sentences to avoid hesitation. So let's imagine that you come across a question that you have never thought about it. Okay. Um, so instead of remaining in a lot of seconds in silence, we could use, that's a very good question. Well, I have never thought about it, whatever. To be honest, I have never thought about it. This gives you some seconds to settle and to start the answer. Useful sentences
Useful sentences.
to
If
give, oh, sorry, to start an opinion giving. You go.
okay, if I were to choose, thinking seriously about it makes me say that I personal choice at the beginning of your answer to avoid overuse of the article the. Example, what do you think is more important, allowing children to use mobiles at school or adapting curricula all over the world to make teens feel more accepted?
Just a second there. Uh, place your personal choice at the beginning of your answer. Okay. No, the questions. No. Question 11. Normal, usually asks you to decide between two possibilities, two options. To avoid the overuse of the article. This is the same. Remember that question 11 is to be structured as a mini oral essay. That's why I am presenting or suggesting or advising you guys to structure it as a mini oral essay with the same features. When you start your opinion giving by stating already very clearly and very precisely, it gives you room to insert the structure that we need, which is the intro body conclusion. And at the end, the first sentence, which would be your personal choice, will be automatically transformed into a hook. Okay, so just let me create a color code here because this is too compact. Observe the color key code to interpret well the following advice. To well interpret. Just a moment. Let's see how I have to. About question 11. Okay, and then this would be green, for example. Yes. This would be my personal choice. I totally disagree. And here have the colors. Here for the hook, it's gonna be yellow. This is my hook. What is it? That was pink, right? This would be. This is a statement. What color? Orange or red? No, it's gonna be too similar to pink. Blue? No. This. Like it. Yeah, it's a little bit different, right? And my thesis statement. Was it this? Well, that's fine. I'm gonna change it afterwards. It's just to connect where things go. All right, now you can continue, please.
Okay. Lucy's answer in class. Using mobile phones or other devices at school is questionable for many reasons. However, I totally disagree with falling into the trap. Social media is very tempting for immature minds, which can be negatively influenced in many aspects. Unreal and impossible to meet personal image expectations can cause disease such as bulimia and anorexia. Apart from that, competing to have the most expensive device fosters unhealthy competitiveness, weakening relationships, making them become empty and superficial. Furthermore, motivating students to remain human and sensitive to others is much better than falling into the trap of bragging and pretending to be someone you are not. If only more parents choose to raise children without access to technology from an early age, human relations will significantly improve with time.
Okay, I think that with the color code, we can see more clearly where things go, right? And it is unconscious. Obviously, when we are brainstorming the answer to give an opinion, we're not going to work how this is the this is that, but we can focus on giving at least three reasons, arguments, examples, factors, whatever you want to call them. Okay, this is a good structure for the B2 and C1 levels. Again, nobody is obliged to use that structure, but I am focusing on B2 and C1 seekers. This is way too bright. What color is this? Four. Okay. And so this is four. Now it's better, right?
Yes.
Okay. Questions?
In this case, with the hook, we have to repeat, restructure the question, no? The prompt.
If you can, yes.
So
If
this
you can,
is
that's ideal, in my
okay.
opinion. Because
Yes.
if they give you the question and say, I agree. No, I disagree. It's like, you know, it's more academical. This is definitely
Yes.
super academic.
And in the questions 5 to 7, we have to avoid to restructure the question, no?
That's it.
Okay.
You got it.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Then we have one example here, which is going to be your homework.
Okay.
Just a second. Notice, Antonio and students watching, that even, do you remember that I mentioned that they write prompts and directions with mistakes on purpose? This is a clear example. Look at how my Grammarly is already saying adjusting tone may improve reception, because they do this on purpose. This is not a mistake, but there are even prompts with mistakes, so that the students fall into the trap and repeat the mistake and don't correct it. So if you notice that there is a mistake in a prompt, don't take it as, maybe I was mistaken and this is correct because this comes in the exam prompt. No, the mistakes are there as traps. Okay, you go, please.
Um, some people think companies should allow employees to work from home whenever they want. Others believe employees should come to the office regularly. Which do you prefer and why? Write your answer and practice to check how much you can speak during the time provided.
You have 30 seconds to think about it. Okay, Antonio, which do you prefer and why?
I prefer employees should come to the office regularly because I talk or only the opinion.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Because I think the remote work is very cold. It's important to know your teammates to establish a personal relationship with them so you can work more effectiveness, know each other, give you um, better way to know how they work and how they think about some things.
Okay, good. All right. So while you were saying, I was trying to catch because officially you cannot take any notes. Okay. This activity here is just for you to do more or less what I did here. So yes, I did this with as everybody. I have good days and I have bad days. I have worse days and I have better days. This was a very good day because
Mm.
this came automatically and I didn't even understand myself. Wow, that came out pretty good. Okay. So, but again, with training, you can establish your own structure. It is not that you are going to memorize and you are going to automatize your answers. It's not that I want you to act like a robot. It is not that. But we can indeed build some structures that help us. And I think I have my structures similar to this because I already many times I talk like that and I don't even realize, even if I'm speaking to Claire, my friend Claire, I have mentioned her several times, and I'm talking to Claire or I'm talking to Terry or I'm talking to Julian, and I start doing that and they say, Lucy, you're not in class, because it I do it so much, so many times that it becomes automatic. That's why I insist. If you want a very good mark for TOEIC, you must change your priorities, focus on training. I know it's hard, but it's just for a little period, a short period of time. Okay? Then you can do that. And your homework is to, for example, you can copy this into your document and you can try to write a paragraph like this, trying to use a structure, but not just copying mine. Obviously you can copy mine. You can copy mine, but it must be yours because you are gonna feel comfortable with it. Because if you feel comfortable with it and you structure the way you would in a regular conversation, in a day-to-day conversation, it's gonna come much more naturally during the exam. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Okay, so you can do this for homework. You can do the best that you do, adapting to your speaking style, adapting to the Spanish background. You can try to find a way to give your opinion in this case, and of course, train before Monday class. Okay?
Okay.
All right. When we are giving our opinion and we want to agree with things, or we can mention those words or phrases. Synonyms for align with: match, are in accordance with, harmonize with, be online with, conform to, join forces with. I am going to take this video away from here because he mentions several times in the video that you can take notes and you cannot take notes. If you train taking notes, you teach your brain that you can take notes. You have to train without notes because you're not going to take notes in the big day. So what's the purpose of training improperly? Okay.
Okay.
All right. Test tips. Can you read the test tips?
Yes. Uh, Become familiar with common ways of stating your opinion.
One
Give a
second.
clear, one
One
by
second.
one.
Yes, this is what you are going to do with this. So you brainstormed in 30 seconds. You told me more or less in 1 minute. I was writing for you, and you are going to improve it because you need to consciously foresee how you like to give your opinion. You can even do it in Spanish so that you can read what are the expressions that you like to use, what's your opinion given style, and then you will transfer it to English. You can do 2 or 3 in Spanish, and then you start in English, so that you really apply in your personality is going to be shown as well when you give your opinion, because again, opinions are personal, so we have the right to adapt it to our style. And once you are conscious of what you are doing and how you are doing and how you are saying and how you like to say things, it's the first step to do it well in other language, because we are not conscious of how we do things and how we speak if we don't analyze it profoundly. Okay? All right. Go ahead.
Give a clear opinion. Show
Remember,
what. Oh, okay. Yes, yes,
sorry,
yes. No, I say
remember,
one, you explain. Okay.
remember that throughout the whole course, both for writing and speaking, the word clear is very frequent. When we watched the video of the other TOEIC specialist, he mentioned clear opinion, clear, read clearly, speak clearly, vocalize. Clear is the key for everything. And if you doubt, you have to pretend you don't doubt. If they ask you if you like better fuchsia or rosa, but they are very similar colors. That's a hard choice. It doesn't matter. You choose. I prefer fuchsia because it's a happier color. It gives me happier vibes, whatever. Okay? Let me underline this and underline this. Go ahead, please.
Show what it is you are agreeing with, preferring, or supporting.
Okay. Show what it is. Because if your opinion is clear, you're going to show it with clear arguments and reasons. Okay?
Use sequence words to introduce and order your supporting reasons.
Okay, this will allow you to have the structure of intro, body, conclusion. We can see them in however, apart from that, furthermore, etc. Number 5.
Focus clearly on the task.
Okay, focus clearly on the task. Again, clearly, our favorite word. Don't worry about the impression your opinion or the impact your opinion will have on the examiner. It's not relevant. The examiner is assessing your English, not your opinion. They are only assessing what you say and how you say. What you say in the sense of what structures, what words, what verbs, whatever. But not the content. They're not analyzing your message. They are analyzing how you deliver and how you speak and how you give your opinion. That's what we mean here by focusing on the task. 6.
Decide on your answer and plan your supporting points.
Okay, your supporting points are the key points. And in the 30 seconds, if you were asked, if our companies should allow the employees to work whenever they want, you would need at least two support points. One, closer relationships, closer and healthy relationships. And what was the other one? And increased productivity. So these are your two clear key points. These are your two supporting points of your idea. Choose
Seven. No.
7.
Choose an opinion and stay with it.
It seems logical, but it's not easy for many students. The students that worry about the impact of their opinion on the examiner will struggle with this. Again, your opinion is your opinion. It is not wrong. It's not right. It is your opinion. Antonio's opinion, Lucy's opinion. All opinions are correct because they are ours. So choose an opinion and we stay with it. Don't try to justify your opinion by mentioning the opposite opinion of other people. It is not relevant to your opinion. They want your opinion, not the other's opinion. 8.
Think of reasons or examples for each supporting point.
Okay, because once you have decided the supporting points, you can give examples and extend a little bit each one of them to have that structure, that body structure that we need.
Keep a steady pace and watch your timing.
Okay, what's a steady pace?
Constant
When
pace. But no, it's okay.
What is a steady pace?
A constant pace, not stopping between key points or something.
That's correct. That's correct.
Like talk all the minutes.
Okay, that's it. So we don't need to run with, again, advanced students, B2, C1 students. We are not in a F1 race. It is not una Formula 1 carrera. It is an opinion giving. If you talk very, very fast, your examiner, and you don't vocalize properly, your answer is not going to be clear. And we want your answer to be clear. Okay? You keep talking, and that's it. And watch your timing. Your
Okay,
timer will be all the time in front of you.
yes, but I have a question about the
Mhm.
marks. If maybe you stop talking and there are like 15 seconds left, but
15
what
seconds left out
or
of 60 seconds would be 1/4 of your time.
yes,
It's too much.
and your recommendation in that case, because imagine you do it well, I mean body, key points, final answer, but it's too short, and you know that you are short and you see the time.
You can restate. You can summarize everything together. For example, let's imagine that
Like,
I set all of this and then I have 15 more seconds, right?
yes, but maybe you just summarize. Maybe, I mean, you did it and then and you say, finally, I stand with allowing children to use mobile is better option. And you
Okay,
see the timer and 15 seconds left. What
okay.
can we do?
But okay, you're saying that you would allow children, right?
Yes, for
Because
example,
okay,
because it's the first.
in my okay, because in my case I said I
No,
wouldn't.
what we I not allow for
Okay,
doing easier.
okay. After all this reasoning, we can definitely say that mobile phones are not good for children at school, for example. And then this would give you probably 4 or 3 seconds left. And
Okay,
then that would be fine.
yes, I understand. But my question is, imagine you said that already. So
Mm-hmm.
you said, after all, definitely we shouldn't allow children to use mobile phone class, and there are some time left. What can we do in that time? We say, okay, I make a mistake in timing, so
No,
it's what
no,
it
don't
is.
say you made a
No,
mistake.
no, I mean in my head.
Ah,
I
okay,
say
okay, okay.
it is what it is.
It is
Bad
very
luck.
improbable to happen, eh? Very
I don't
improbable.
know. I probably to overextend time because um, keep thinking or stop talking because that, but maybe
Mm-hmm.
someone have that case.
Maybe someone have, yes, that's correct. You're right. Well, if that happens, mm,
It's what it is, no?
it is what it is.
Okay,
Because
okay.
if you have provided your key points and you have good structure, well,
You should give
maybe we'd
more
say,
examples or something.
mm-hmm. Or maybe we could say, well, uh, I'm sure, I'm sure I could mention more examples, but this is food for thought. So after all as said, I would definitely not use mobiles at school, for example. And then
Yes.
I said words, but I didn't say anything.
Yes, like repeat the last statement,
Yeah,
changing a
because
little bit.
if you repeat it, it's not good because you fall into repetition. So maybe, well, I don't know what else. I'm sure that we could use many other arguments, but I think this is enough to understand why the mobiles are not good at schools.
Well, that's a good parachute phrase.
Yes. So
Yeah.
let's uh time time filler. Uh I am sure I could mention more examples, or I'm sure I could mention more examples, but as far as I am concerned, my position is already clear.
For example, no, it's
It's
good
good?
time filler for me.
Clear, the word that you love.
Yes, no, because it's general. You can use in every statement. So
I am speaking, but I am not saying anything,
yes,
right?
it's okay.
Time filler, if you have extra seconds at the end. Correct your spelling? It is correct. My Grammarly is misbehaving and I don't know why. Okay. And this should be enough for 15 seconds. Let me time. I'm sure I could mention more examples, but as far as I am concerned, my position is already clear. It doesn't arrive to 10 seconds, but it's
No, but
just, you just module your speed and it's going to be enough.
5, 7 seconds or more, I think it's enough.
That's it. Okay. All right. Very good addition to the document. And
10, I think.
10.
Learn word and phrases to state and support an opinion.
Uh, that's part of the exercise you're going to do with this, right?
Yes.
Maybe you can use from Spanish, but remember that we cannot always use the same messages in Spanish translated into other language, not only into English, right? So analyze what expressions you want to translate, and if there is no immediate translation, look for the equivalent, for example, in the idioms list that we have in the common document, for example, or just Google it. But make sure that they are not false friends. Okay?
Personalize your response.
It's all over the opinion giving.
Use language to show you have considered the other side of the argument and to signal your transition back to your opinion.
Okay, I do this in the beginning. I do this here. When I threw the hook, saying the opposite that I think, because I exercise this very quickly. Using mobiles or other devices at school is questionable for many reasons. So the debate is open. Working at home is questionable for many reasons. Legalizing abortion is questionable for many reasons.
But maybe probably because they say I have this issue, sometimes the two options are good or have good points. And I know you have to go to one and forget the other one. But is it bad to mention maybe at the beginning, there are some good opinions about that, like but I prefer, or
You can
start
do
with
it,
the other one.
absolutely. Yes, you can. Absolutely. That's nothing wrong about it.
And
It's
you
all right.
feel more time.
Yes, and you feel more time. However, you are filling your time with others' opinion, not your.
No, mean, I know, for example, in children using mobile for other devices is question for many reasons, but have good options like, I don't know, learning, have some learning options. However,
Mm-hmm. Okay, yes, that's fine. And
choose
okay,
an answer you can say a lot about.
okay, this is especially to students that may struggle with the topic. Like you said, well, but maybe the two options are good. What do I do then? So you can briefly mention what you don't think alike and go for yours, so that you expend your time giving your opinion, because that's what they ask. What's your opinion? And if you don't know, if it's like a massive doubt, choose one and pretend it's yours. So you have to choose an answer, just like in the essay, in the written essay. And the test techniques, this we can read all at once. You can read everything.
Choose the side you will defend, present your opinion with a restatement of the question, introduce each supporting point and talk for around 15 seconds, adding reasons and examples, and remember to use hesitation devices to avoid long pauses. If appropriate, add an opposing point before concluding with your opinion. Be sure to include your reasons why this does not convince you to change your mind.
Mm-hmm. Basically, basically, this is the summary of everything we have talked about so far.
But the last point is like talking about the side we didn't choose.
Why this does not convince you to change your mind? Well, because in my case, I am definitely against the mobiles at school, right? So how do I end it? saying that if the parents chose to raise children without access to technology, human relations would significantly improve with time. So what I am saying here is that if they did the opposite, human relations would decrease significantly and would be spoiled with time, as indeed it is happening.
Okay.
Okay, maybe it's not clear. Maybe do you think I should change this sentence then?
I mean, I read that sentence and mm, make me think that I choose, so I should talk about the side I didn't choose a little
Okay,
bit.
so I'm gonna take it away simply, right? If
Yes,
appropriate, add an opposing point before concluding your opinion. If appropriate, yeah, this can be tricky.
because in the writing it says there are some topics that are really clear one side and other side, but there are others that are more like open prompts.
Mm-hmm.
So in one side and other side, these techniques for me are perfect. But if the prompt is more open or not bad and good, if
Mm-hmm.
not two options different in the same thing about the same topic, maybe it's a little bit tricky.
Yes. So, and you were talking about this, right? About the
Yeah, no,
opposing,
about the
the
point
other one.
you eliminate.
Mm-hmm. If appropriate, add an opposing point before concluding with your opinion. In here, in here is for this one is taught for the students that like to expose both points, advantages and disadvantages, because they are still too connected to the Cambridge format that they insist in mentioning both points, right?
This is my case, for example.
So let's imagine that in here, um although I am conscious of the many parents that allow kids to use mobiles, I wish they didn't have access to technology from an early age, because human relations would significantly improve with time, for example.
Okay.
But this is style. This is a speaking style.
But this is Cambridge format.
No. Yes.
No, the other one,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean.
the other one. Yes, the other one, because advantages and disadvantages, advantages and disadvantages.
Yes, because I have the in my head, like in the speakings or writing, always advantages and disadvantages.
Mm-hmm.
This point versus the other point. And in topic it a little bit different. So in TOEIC.
It is very good to expose both sides, but when you have time in 60 seconds, it's very difficult.
Yes, yes.
If you
No,
train enough, you are going to be able to do it, Antonio. But you have to train it. You should have a model. As I have this model for me, you should have a model for you. And instead of having three key points, you should use only two, because probably you will mention two contrary arguments to yours. So if
yes.
you mention three key points, you're not gonna have time to mention six. You're not. And
No,
the answer would
impossible.
be incomplete, impossible for you and anybody, because it's only 60 seconds.
Yes. 10 seconds for key point, for hook, and for it's
It,
impossible.
all
It's
right.
impossible also in Spanish.
Yes, that's true. Okay. So that's it. Now, what is this? Hold on. This is for Monday. Yeah. We are gonna talk about this on Monday. All right. So now we have to practice at least two question 11. Okay. And let's use the classes channel. All right. You pick.
Number 2.
You don't even, you cannot even imagine how bored I am of these songs and bips. You cannot even imagine. In the exams period, I remember a promotion that I had 211 students. In this
Cool.
promotion, I have 117, no, 113. And it was hell. I ended with an eye infection, conjunctivitis, and with an ear infection because beep, beep, beep. Each exam brings 33 beeps. Multiply it.
He
Multiply it.
counted.
Honest to God. I ended with an eye infection and an ear infection.
Wow.
It
Well,
is a terrible
200 is a lot.
It is a terrible period for me, a terrible period. I ended very stressed. That's why I asked the students to share the documents now and during the next week. And I always say I will not correct during exams, during oral exams, because I end exhausted every day. It is terrible.
But this time, every um, alumno in English,
Student,
student, every student are going to do the speaking, or there's some student that literally
they
don't do
they must
anything.
they must do the exam. If they don't, they cannot have their diploma at the end of the master. It's
So
up to them.
okay.
So initially, the managers have, I don't, did you receive a message from your manager in your Telegram group? You didn't, right?
We don't have WhatsApp group.
You don't have a Telegram group?
No,
Ah, amigo.
no. I mean,
Okay.
if there's some Telegram group, I'm not in there, but I think we have a WhatsApp
That
group.
was probably only in the first promotion then, because the students actually never asked me for Telegram groups in this promotion. So probably they don't do the Telegram groups anymore. And if the manager, you were artificial intelligence or
No, SAP.
Sa- yes, SAP HANA, right? So your manager is
Alejandro
Javier Alejandro
Ortega.
Ortega.
Yes.
Ortega. If Alejandro Ortega needs to send a piece of information to the whole group, how does he do it? Through the forum?
WhatsApp. WhatsApp.
You have a WhatsApp group.
Yes. With him. Yes.
Okay, then all your mates are in that group.
The SAP HANA, yes.
Okay, so probably that's what they are doing with the other groups as well. Okay, all right. So I will ask the managers instead. I thought they were Telegram groups. I don't know why. So to send messages through the WhatsApp groups.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe for privacy, I think at the
And
beginning.
uh-huh.
But before the course start, we have to sign a formulary to give permission to use our phone to make the group. Maybe
Right,
that's why I
right.
use Telegram at the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Then let's go. So you never received a message from Alejandro saying that all the students needed to enter Calendly and schedule their speaking exam. You never got that message, probably.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
But
Okay.
he should maybe he tend to do that type of things like 3-4 days before the final date you can do it.
Yeah, but the problem is that now we start the exams on the 3rd November. So by now, today is Thursday. Okay? If the students want to go into trips, if they are working, if they have to plan, if they have to ask 20 minutes off in the work, and if I need to sign the letters, the acknowledgement letters, it is a lot of admin work to be done. If
Yes.
all of them do in the last 3 days, it is hard to cope. It's hard to cope.
Mm,
So
you
it's much better.
you could talk with Alejandro and
I
he
will.
say in the group the people who don't attend classes or maybe don't watch
The
the
recordings,
recording.
which is very, very probable, very probable.
Maybe they don't know they have to do all these steps, probably.
That's true. Okay, I will talk to him. And if he doesn't, I'm gonna ask you again on Monday. And if he didn't send it, I'm sorry, you are going to be my victim and you are going
But
to send the message.
if you need to talk with him before Friday
I will. I will.
because on the
No, I'll
weekend
talk to him after the class.
he
Alejandro
will,
is very friendly. He's always helping me with everything
yes,
I need.
and
He's an
normally
excellent
answer
mate.
very soon.
Yes,
He's
he's
always
mhm.
checking the mobile, I think.
Yes, he's an excellent mate and teacher, I'm sure. Okay, so here we go. Antonio. So I will turn my camera off. Students, this is how it works. My camera goes off, my micro goes off, yours stays on, your micro stays on. And when you are performing something like this, Antonio already knows you should ignore the mobile. And the mobile should be at least in silent mode, turned down, because if it blinks, you are going to get distracted. And Antonio knows that 1 second is enough to destroy your answer. Not because of you, Antonio, but Antonio has seen it in classes with other mates. All right, so let's go.
Your opinion about a specific topic. Be sure to say as much as you can in the time allowed. You will have 45 seconds to prepare. Then you will have 60 seconds to speak.
Discuss the experiences and outcomes of traveling alone versus traveling in groups. Consider the factors that influence individuals' preferences, the benefits and drawbacks of each approach, and provide examples from real-life situations to support your arguments.
Begin preparing now. Begin speaking now.
Whether traveling alone or traveling in group is a decision that is important at the time to organize a travel. At the end, it depends on which type of travel do you want to do. If you travel alone, you are going to have a lot of freedom. You can change every time you want, and you don't have to ask someone, and this gives you a lot of experience. But if you want to enjoy with your friends, build a strong relationship, the traveling group is a better option. Also, you can share expenses and you are going to have a lot of more fun.
Well done. You exposed advantages of both options. But
But
what
that
is
is the type of prompt I referred to you earlier.
uh-huh.
It's
Mm-hmm.
not for me, it's not a close prompt. It's not like this or that. It's like,
Yes, you have to do what you did. You have to do what you did, but you have to end with your opinion.
yes, I don't have time.
You didn't have time, right? So what
Because
would you do it?
no, because I structure bad in my head because I thought 30 seconds alone, 30 seconds traveling group, but I didn't count with like, I don't know, 10
The 10
seconds,
seconds, the 10
10 seconds
seconds
on
to
my
say,
opinion. So that structure bad in the beginning. And when I realized
it was too
I,
late.
I didn't have time to change because I was mid talking. So
I would say it would be definitely a B2 answer. I don't think it would compromise the level, to be honest. Two observations. You said that when you travel alone, you can change the many times you want, so you can change plans.
yeah, I thought about the schedule, but I don't know if fit in that phrase.
Yes, it does. You can change the schedule, you can change the plans, whatever. You can change everything you're gonna do, whatever. And then you said that depending on the travel that you do want to do, depending on the type of travel you want to do, you added one more do there that didn't belong there.
Unnecessary, yes.
Okay, but very well done. Well done. One more. I'm trying, hold on. I get out of here. No. Okay. Okay, one more.
One.
Good luck.
You will have 45 seconds to prepare. Then you will have 60 seconds to speak. In the context of healthcare, what's your opinion on the balance between traditional medical practices and alternative holistic approaches? Please share your thoughts and reasons behind your opinion. Begin preparing now. Begin speaking now.
There is a debate about how to balance between traditional medical practice and holistic approach. I firmly believe that the traditional medical practices are the procedures we have to follow if someone fell ill. But the holistic approaches have some advantages too that make you feel better in your day by day. But the traditional medical practices are tested, studied by professionals, are and are the first option if we need.
Better. Okay.
Oof.
At the end, you said you spoke about the holistic approach, and you said that even though people can feel better, however, and then you summarized the two key points that they have been studied by professionals, they were tested, so they are definitely the best option in case you are sick, whatever.
Yes, but
Right?
I miss something at the end
At the
because
end.
I going to repeat something, so I don't have something to change.
Okay, well, but
Because
then you can just say,
I want to refer that if we feel ill, we go. Well, our first option is to go to the traditional medical practices,
yes.
but I don't have, I don't know how to introduce word in the end.
Okay. Well, but you were conscious of what you did and what you didn't. And with practice, you will notice and you will manage. Again, training in your case is essential.
Yes, I know.
Mm? Because you're gonna get better, 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 and better. Definitely. Practice means to
I need
perfection.
to see the exams coming.
Mm-hmm.
If not, it's hard to train. I mean,
One
for me, in
for
my case.
everybody. For
I
everybody.
know people that are every day a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. I'm more than 1 week full.
Yes, yes, yes. Definitely. Go step by step is always better. Constant.
Yes.
But unfortunately, it's not possible for everybody. Okay. 3, 4, 5, or 6?
5.
5 seconds to
Good luck.
prepare. Then you will have 60 seconds to speak.
What are your thoughts on the importance of learning a second language, like English, in today's world? Provide reasons or examples to support your opinion.
Begin preparing now. Begin speaking now.
Learning a second language is one of the most important things you can do in your life. And this is not also at academic level. It's also in your day by day a good opportunity to experience new cultures, have the chance to travel to another countries. If we talk about especially English, is a really important in the work in this world. It's really key to know how to express yourself, how to treat clients in English if you want to be in an international company. Not also for work inside, this keeps you learning, expose your brain to continuously
To continuous learning.
learning.
No continuously learning. Continuous learning, because learning is working as a noun. Very good. So you see, when you have the vocabulary, the specific vocabulary, it becomes different.
Yes.
Yes, much better. Not because it is the third practice, but because this is something you feel more comfortable with,
Yes,
because
because
you
holistic
domain the
treatments
vocabulary,
are not
right?
my field.
So yes, and who is thinking about holistic approach to medicine? Nobody's thinking about it.
Yes.
And they normally present you weird topics and weird questions that you have never thought about it.
But we don't have the same exam, no? I mean, the same promotion don't have the same exam.
No, You never know. You never know. In the 100 and something that you are, maybe
Maybe, yeah, 5 or 6.
maybe 10 or whatever will have the same exam, but it's impossible to know.
But that for me is, I don't know, it's really unfair because compare this topic with the previous one is, I mean, I know everyone in the course could do a good question 11 if that's the question, but the previous one, maybe some people didn't even know what holistic techniques are.
Yes, absolutely, you are right. But maybe, for example, this chart
It's
is
difficult, yes.
easy, is difficult to interpret. Then they compensate with a easy question 11, and then you may have a easier chart and a harder question 11. Let's have a look.
They do that. I mean, they try to compensate maybe questions.
Yes,
Okay,
yes. And
so it's not
sometimes
that unfair.
there is one reading that was terrible that the students even challenged me to read in the
In the
time
question one,
given. In question one, it was a terrible, but I don't remember which one was.
I have to read one about
This
dolphins.
is one that the students complain about. This is one. I don't know if you have read that in the class or not,
No,
but
but look,
5.5 lines,
and
and the
looks,
words are not easy.
yes,
I will try it.
looks hard.
Begin reading now.
Rejuvenate your senses at our luxurious beauty spa. Indulge in a tranquil escape where relaxation meets transformation. Our skilled therapists pamper you with an array of rejuvenating treatments, from shooting massages to revitalizing facials. Unwind in our serene atmosphere where every detail is tailored to enhance your well being. Experience the epitome of a bliss as our expert in crafts personalized experiences to leave you feeling refreshed and radiant. Elevate your self care routine with us. Book your appointment today and embark on a journey to beauty and serenity. It was even harder than this.
But probably I have a lot of more trouble than you reading that.
Maybe. Let's look at the next reading to see if it's easier. It's more or less the same. Oh, these are difficult readings. Can you try this one?
Yes.
You will have preparation time.
Begin reading now.
Hiking, a popular outdoor activity, involves walking on trails or paths through natural landscapes such as forests, mountains, and valleys. Enthusiasts enjoy the physical exercise, fresh air, and immersion in nature. Essential gear includes sturdy footwear, weather-appropriate clothing, and backpack with water and snacks, navigation tools like maps or GPS devices, and safety items like a first aid kit and emergency supplies. Hikers often seek scenic viewpoints, waterfalls, or historical landmarks along their routes. Trails vary in difficulty, ranging from easy walks suitable for beginners to challenging terrain requiring experienced skills.
We did all together, more or less.
But almost 2 seconds left. I mean,
Yes, but it is a long reading. It's 6 lines. It's a long paragraph.
mm,
Yeah.
right. The last one is important to see if this compensate.
Let's see. Just a second. I have a correction. What was it? Can you say this for me?
Safety items.
Items. You said items. You said
Yeah.
items. So you know it's items. That's what I wanted to know. Okay, let's look at the pictures. Easy picture to describe.
Yes.
Easy picture to
Easy.
describe. Although it
You
is
need
easy for the B1
vocabulary.
level, but if you wanted to use the specific vocabulary,
It's
so
difficult.
the safety glasses, the flasks, I don't remember how do you call them? I don't remember right now. So you see, you were surprised. Well, but then the microscope, it would be very specific vocabulary, the safety glass. Okay. I don't remember this.
It's not that easy, that picture. Maybe.
Then the question here.
The topic.
Very easy.
Very easy.
Very
Begin
easy.
speak.
Very easy.
Yes.
Look at the chart.
And the pets we did in class.
Okay.
Package.
And the question here was?
Then
Bestseller lists. When
That's very easy, in my opinion. I would always read something I feel like instead of
Yes.
bestsellers. I don't care about if it's a bestseller or not.
And you don't have to think a lot about the answer because I think nobody choose to read something they don't like.
Because you are an adult. But teenagers, that would be a struggle for a teenager. Because teenagers are trendy, they want to be trendy, they want to do what everybody is doing. So if now I invent Pink Flowers is the bestseller, all the teenagers are going to buy the Pink Flower book.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
But in our
Well,
case,
but for me and you, this would be very easy.
yes. Well, I prefer a difficult reading and this to be easier.
Definitely. We never know what's going to happen. Okay, so it is time. Well, thank you for coming, Antonio. It was a very, very good class. I will make sure that I write a note on the recording title because it was a very productive class. We worked very hard in the 1 hour, 29 minutes, 1 hour and 30 minutes that we have been together. And I am very, very happy with the outcome of your performance during the whole course. Well done. I know it is not easy, and I celebrate your effort. I'm sure
Thank you.
you're gonna get a good mark on your TOEIC exam.
I
So
hope so.
you were ready for the training on Monday, right? You
Yes.
come on Monday. What's more, you can come 2 more classes if you wanted. Okay, you are obviously not obliged. This is because the students looking for higher levels, they need training and they need feedback. It's important to train, yes, but it's also important to have feedback. So if any students want to come every day to class, they come. They don't need to stay 1 hour and a half. Remember, students, you can join only for 15 minutes and tell me, Lucy, can you give me a test to train and give me the feedback? And you can be in the room for 20 minutes and leave. It's all right. It's up to you. Okay? All right. Any questions, Antonio?
No, all good.
Okay. So have a lovely weekend. I hope you can find the time to train and then you
Yes.
can do
I
your
will train from
diagnosis.
Monday. I
Right?
promise I will train from Monday.
Good. Good for you. And have a good weekend.
You too. See you Monday.
See you Monday. Bye-bye.